Your like whole game is just by the concept of.
Sorry, Troll on mid. It's still gonna be okay for Underlord. He will get this farm.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, with that Slark as a final pick for Secret, what does that sort of say to you from what Secret want to do? Is it very much another game where they say, well, Nigma's going to try and push it us to 25 minutes in. We're going to do our best to make sure that they slip up and get this Slark to this point where he has this BKB, feels pretty indestructible, and is able to just carry it to the late game.
They wanted to have a hero who can scale into late game if it comes to that, but also a lane where Slark can beat this Underlord. This beefy hero needs some kind of a counter. I was thinking whether they're going to go for Ursa or Slark. They decided to go for Slark, and they just need to have the lane matchup. They need to be the ones having a better matchup for themselves. Also, it's going to come to that who takes the first throw. You see Flardar, you see Lifestealer. I think it's a great Deso game for him. Like this minus armor combined from these two.
Yeah, a build that pretty much most of the time Miracle will go for. Sure, we saw like the Maelstrom build up earlier this series, but that was in a game where he was significantly behind and felt that he was forced to go for sort of that farming item to catch things up. So if all things go to plan, I absolutely would agree with you. There is going to be the chance that Miracle sticks to that armlet Deso that he's been just so successful with this tournament.
Yeah, one thing they can do is run a tri-lane for Team Secret, put the Darkseer on the top lane, and he just creep skips. Lifestealer will get the free farm, but so will Darkseer. Like, Chen will be the one harassing you, getting a creep, but I don't think that's enough. YapzOr gets the rune. 1, 2, 3 for Nigma.
Yeah, Nigma taking the advantage on the bounty rune pickups. May lose a hero, though, as YapzOr, Matu, and Puppey, they'll look towards Kuro. Kuro trying his best to run away. YapzOr, I believe, still with the spell ready to pop, and there it is. Tossed back into first blood for Matu.
Easy agi. And this combo, if they decide to run a tri-lane, you just go backstab, find a toss, and you see Mind Control already preparing to cut the waves.
Oh yeah, I mean, he knows, right? He cannot really play that lane against the Slark. So over he goes. We'll be able to clear up the first creep wave before anyone gets there, or at least the range creep. Both supports are coming across to try and bully Mind Control away from just having this free wave to start the lane off. YapzOr and Puppey, they'll do their best to mess with him. We'll see how much damage they can do, as they're going to slowly chase him down. Mind Control obviously not able to go for any sort of TP attempt out. Yeah, there's no escape for him. As he has got another Firestorm, he's going to get the second wave in. Will he get it out before he goes? We'll do a little bit of damage to the wave.
They're going to deny those creeps.
Yeah, maybe a
Firestorm.
He didn't want to pop. Creeps will be taken away.
And Zai, he got the creep wave near his tower. Nigma GH, there's the bash.
And starting to take the tower, he's close to GH. Careful, make sure he de-aggros. And Zai will be able to soak up those first few creeps unhindered. But it very much, it has been this bottom lane. Mind Control comes back in, and of course the creep wave meeting here does have to try and draw them away from Matu. It's not going to be easy to do so with those two supports. They're going to constantly be looking for opportunities to allow Matu to get aggressive whilst it's very vulnerable offlane in this Slark matchup.
Mid lane is okay for Troll, of course. Razor has a better matchup, uses that static link, some harassment, stealing the damage, but every single time you use static link, whirling axes slow him down so he does not get the full drain. Zai will be once again the stacked official offlane. We've seen what he can do even without the farm, but we've also seen what Miracle can do when he has this free farm life, farming the jungle and the side camp. I mean side camp and the lane.
A bit of an attempt onto Zai there, but couldn't quite get the fourth hit off the bash in time before the surge is there.
Needs to pull the lane back on the bottom lane so they have this backstab ability with the tiny back toss, and there's a lot of kill potential if they wrap around and have a lane in a good position, and that's what Puppey does, just pulls the creep wave.
I mean, both carries with this setup are going to have a great start. You'll see Miracle pre-farming at his tower. Matu's going to be able to do the same and maybe even farm kills as well as Mind Control tries to step in. Not a safe place for him to be. These three heroes will kill the Underlord very easily. They do so once again in this lane. It's mid lane, Nisha. It's going to be wrapped around on GH, coming in for a very early movement. And with the crush, finds the bash too. A good amount of damage building up on the static link. These body blocks as well from GH. The slow from the plasma field, that will do it. Yep. GH swimming across to the mid lane for an early movement that catches Nisha off guard.
And Zai uses that info, pulls the wave, needs to do something. Not getting too much out of this, but he's 0-0.
Not the sort of expected start as a Darkseer. Not a single CS to be had. There it is. Finally he breaks the emptiness, the loneliness up top as he gets that first last hit. Fortunate for him, other lanes are going great for his teammates. Bottom lane, another death on Mind Control.
They're ruining Mind Control's game. At least he's getting some CS compared to Darkseer. I love what they did. They swapped this Slardar on the top lane so that he has the bash and ability to stop any kind of aggressive play from Darkseer, skipping the creep waves, and having a chant on the bottom lane. I mean, you gotta lose one of those lanes.
I mean, and some of this CS difference, it's getting crazy. The comparison between the two carries, sure, the kills are there for the Slark down bottom, but top lane, Miracle 34 CS. The mid lane matchup, 18-14 now. That kill has just pushed that advantage for him in so much that he is just destroying Nisha. Nisha cannot come close to the wave. Every single time with that level advantage in the static link, Nisha gets beat back and he's having to slowly sort of catch up, killing neutral creeps. This is not where you want to be as a troll LAL.
Slardar is also causing a lot of issues moving between tier 1 and tier 2 towers, so he can always backstab the mid lane and put a lot of pressure on the Darkseer so he can't get any farm. Darkseer doubled his CS in the last 2 minutes. Sitting at 2 right now.
Bounty rune state looks to be, again, 3 bounty runes going to Nigma. Let's take the advantage on the gold. Doing a good job overall on the map. GH is going to be up top again, trying to force Zai away from any opportunity of grabbing any sort of creep wave.
Zai would gladly go to his jungle, but this is where Troll lives.
Secret definitely being starved for resources on the top lane and the mid lane. There just are not places where they have the hero composition to secure. They are going to try and do something to help out Zai a little bit top. Yapsor coming in, a toss back, will give him the space to take down the courier. So finding some sort of action up here. Miracle will step forward, start to trade onto Zai, forcing him to run away. Puppey's also headed up. They realize how rough of a time Zai is having up here. And they want to try and do something to rectify it. Matu with that start can be left alone. They know that the Slark is fine to just try and get that solo XP, get himself closer to 6. But both top lane and mid lane, it feels like Secret they've got to do something over here as these lanes are going disastrous.
Boards are not getting any farm at all on both of these teams.
Step over towards GH. GH is going to have We Are over here. Yapsor's got to run. Search will save him, but now We Are can turn towards Zai. Zai, he saved his support, but he cannot save himself because of it. A free, easy kill for Weeha as he just momentarily steps across GH. He's not done. He's looking towards Yapsor, but won't be able to dive any further towards that tier 2. But this mid lane for Weeha, it's entire free farm for him. It's entire free farm for Miracle on this top lane. Razor and Lifestealer are going to be out of control very early this game.
They need to bring 3 heroes to kill Wee on mid. If he gets the static, even if they get the back toss, he'll get the static link on the troll and there's no way you're getting killed. Matthew decided to join and end the Mind Control's life here.
I mean, Mind Control's got a little bit of a smile. Yeah, there you go. He's having a bit of fun. He knows anytime that Slark turns up, he's done for. The level advantage, Matthew with the 6. There's no escape as a poor old level 3 Underlord.
And different approach from Miracle than what he had in game number 2. So he's going for that Deso armlet build, cheap, cost-efficient item on top of Slardar's minus armor. Like, they need to be careful about the Rosh. Once he finishes those 2 items, you lose 1 hero and suddenly Rosh is gone.
Mid lane trying to push Weeha back the best he can, but you see it on the net worth. It really is the state of the game at the moment where Nigma, they just have these 2 cores in a dream spot. Matu, he's in a great place. But there's 2 cores of Secret that have a lot of catching up to do. Both Nisha and Zai. Zai is sat bottom net worth right now as this Darkseer. Matu does continue the killing spree up top. We see them get the pick off back towards mid. Weeha also diving in again, able to kill off Nisha. It's just, can Matu do enough this game to rectify the faults that Nisha and Zai have? He has 2 cores that are useless. Matu has got to carry this game harder than he's ever carried before.
1 more hit will do the trick.
He's 4-0-3.
Permanent charges already. That's a lot. Building that Diffusal Blade, it will cripple Underlord and Lifestealer.
But as I say, he's got to carry phenomenally. It's 8 minutes in. His offlaner is bottom net worth.
If he manages to carry them, someone will need to check his spot.
We're going to need to get him some serious massage therapy after this one. If it is going to be the case, as Nigma, 2K up. GH just messing with him.
He had enough.
Matu's going to turn and have a poke back. Not something he can commit for, though, as GH has got friends. Both Kuro and My Control are around. Puppey will take it up on himself to go for it. GH won't get in this time to cancel the channeling, as they do manage to take back that outpost as we get closer towards the 10-minute mark.
Can we switch back quickly to the S board to see how many DS Darks here got? 14, all right, that's a lot. Slardar's been causing a lot of issues, but he has 0 CS. It's one of those position cores who does not have any ways of farming, so he needs to either stack or get the kills.
See mid? They're going to try to play on Weeha here. Quick surge forward, gets him the opportunity to chance him back. They're looking to burst down Weeha, but the verifies cost. He does get rooted. Can they save him? Weeha still alive. Got him. Big kill for Puppey. Up against the 4 of Nigma. Gets him with the Purifying Flames to take Weeha down.
Surge will cause a lot of issues in the mid game. They are lacking control. Slardar is the one, plus Pit of Malice. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. Also, they have a Razor who's building the Yule Scepter, so that's going to be a big one. The Dispel and the ability to set things up.
But these are
lost another tower.
Very early movements from Nigma. Miracle with this incredible armlet timing. Because of such a free lane he had. Down bottom, Matu. Got to get away from this. Trying to get around so he can pounce out, but GH is blocking him off. The Shadow Dance movement speed will allow Matu to jump away. GH is going to continue to chase and mess around with him. Matu trying to stay out of vision to start benefiting from the regen. A TP's going to come down to make sure that he is safe as Puppey's here. Maybe Matu could look to try and turn. As he trades back onto GH, another crush holds him down, but the root's there from Puppey. Yapsol's hit with the wraparound too. GH will not escape. As Matu, his killing streak continues. I think Secret at this point, they realize they've got to do everything to just propel this Slark's game to another level. He is the one to carry them right now, as both Nisha and Zai, they just have not had a game so far.
When GH played yesterday against the Alchemist, he did the same thing, just following the hero, so he can't farm. If he didn't give this kill to Slark, it would be so much worse, because he's not getting any farm out of the lane. You're just forcing him to do stupid stuff in his own jungle, running away from you. Troll, you just see the item that he goes for, Nisha. Outside a box, over edge. He wants to be able to break the Lifestealer, Underlord, Razor.
Okay.
Even Slardar, there's a lot of things to break.
I mean, do you like it? Do you feel if you're behind as a troll, this is sort of Nisha trying to do the big brain play and think how he can best have some sort of an impact as a teammate?
I wouldn't mind seeing maybe a Maelstrom just to speed things up, but then always BKB will be delayed because you're playing greedy.
Another smoke up from Secret. Looking to enable some action. This time Zai also joining the 2 supports to help out Matu find more blood down on the bottom half of the map. Yapsol looking for the lead and he surged forward, gets the chance to toss back. They'll catch out GH. Another kill fed into the mouth of Slark. 6-0-3. Matu, all a Secret standing on his shoulders right now. As Nigma, they have the resources spread perfectly between their safe lane and mid lane. Miracle.
They finish this Teso in 1,000 gold. They go straight into Roche Pit with the Slardar. This is how they've been playing for the last few days. Get that Aegis online and go for tier 3 towers at the 20-25 minute mark.
Yeah, they're in their element right now, Nigma. This is exactly, I mean, this is better, I feel, than how they could have hoped for the game to go. They have got off to such a good start here in game 4. And those objectives, they're going to sort of take themselves with the lineup they have. Secret's got to build towards some way that they can get Matu getting things done really elsewhere on the map. The bottom lane's been secured. That whole area is great for them. I believe his Diffusal should shortly be done.
It's done.
It's done.
So this will give them the damage. Underlord kind of recovered. He has the same amount of farm as Troll at the moment. That's the difference. You have this Firestorm, which increases your farming ability, especially when you have 4 points in it. They need to be ready for that, Roche. They have no vision hero, but they have a Surge. No points in Wall at the moment. He should definitely get one.
Just dropping the wall.
Well, not like that.
Casually hit. Miracle, he's into the creep. Matthew has come across, but with a quick rage and a TP, Miracle knows there is nothing to cancel it through the BKB, well, the match community.
That was a tough kill to get. He can always just TP out. You can't stun him when the rage is ready.
Radiant's bottom tower.
In space for Nigma to clean up what's going to be a third tier 1 tower here, 13 minutes in. They are taking over control of the map. Secret really being forced into a position where they've got to think incredibly active with the plays they make. Every move they make around the map with MadMoon, it has to be flawless.
Still didn't kill a single tier 1 tower. This is a setup from Razor. The old scepter showed up.
Straight into the stun combo, and with the corrosive haze, they can find kills so easily now. GH being level 6 just enables these hard right-clicking carries of his to clean up heroes in a matter of seconds.
Secret will need to dodge the fight if they can get a kill, not on the lifestealer. This is what you can try to do. Let's see if Troll...
He's come out quite far, and he doesn't have TP available. It's still on cooldown for 15 seconds. He needs backup. It's heading over. They're going to be able to get there in time.
Kill.
I don't think they are. The root's up, and they'll kill him off. Another kill added to the tally of MadMoon, as Weeha and GH just cannot get in to punish them in return.
He should be more careful about not having TP ready, because there's no items that or abilities that go through Rage TP at the moment.
As long as he has it, it is the perfect counterplay. 15-minute runes. Again, this time it's even better for Nigma. They pick up at least the 3 of them. Okay, Secret will get 1. It's the same. Both 5, 10, and 15-minute marks. Nigma have claimed the majority on bounty runes. Their gold lead will continue to be very stable here at this 4K advantage.
Look at the creeps. 2 centaurs, 2 ogre frost mages. That extra armor and the slow coming from it is going to be super efficient against the Troll and Slark. And Yap has been involved in 10 out of 12 kills. 0 deaths so far. Well, that's going to be the first one, it seems, unless Puppy drops the ulti.
Crushes off the mark. GH doesn't quite get close enough. There's actually a bit of a toss forward to try and get MadMoon in position to fight. Weeha looks towards the kill, but the false promise will save Yapsel.
Oh, the courier died. That is the full drum and the clumsy net on Slark. Clumsy net on Slark is extremely efficient because you can play the side lane and have a something to stop the TP with. Straight into Roche pit. Water ulti plus that fresh death roll.
Correct. Needs a little bit of help outside of it. Actually, with the Centaur there, Matthew can't commit after Dark Pack 10. Secret know exactly what's going on, but what can they do about it? Roshan already down to half HP. Secret's got to contend this somehow. The wall already dropped. Matthew being forced back. They're trying to get that Shadow Dance out of him early, so he doesn't have it for the potential steal. He won't need to use it. Heals up from Puppy, keep him safe. As Matthew's just going to try and work for the timing. He's looking to get in at the exact time needed. Nigma will step back. They don't want to bring Roche close to the point where Secret could get a potential steal off. They'll smoke up and look to try and get a kill before returning.
Huge wave approaching on the bottom lane,
Zai.
but you can't really leave.
He stepped a little too close. Initial push is there. That's all that's needed to take out Zyle. He'll be used up. Surge does not save him at this point of the game. They're a man down. And that
time to back off. Yeah, there's no way they fight here. No Oracle ulti, no Darkseer wall. Should farm that bottom lane a lot of XP and gold.
Everything continuing to go to plan for Nigma. This style of play that they've been very successful with. People wondered if it would be enough to cut it against Team Secret, and they're showing us here for effectively the 3rd time. Sure, they didn't win game 1, but this early game that they play seems very strong against the style that Secret tries to bring.
Oh, nice positioning.
They can do it. That secure will be removed immediately. GH is trying to head across to help out. The link's there, so Matthew has to split. Pounces away. Puppy will be left.
It was a tough kill to get. Chen comes close, uses the mech, also had Hand of God ready. There's no way you burst it down. Cut the waves. That's the plan right now for Team Secret, because they can't take this fight.
Swinging over towards mid. We are, of course, with that ample catch, ready to start things off. Secret, they've constantly got to keep at least one support by to man's side. And any sort of death on this slot right now will be incredibly painful. They are buying time. You see Nisha, his recovery, it's certainly there. He's just about caught up to the farm of Weeha. Mid lane, a play, attempts to be made, but both a toss back and a vacuum won't be there. Matu can still dive in. There's a chance for the static link to come off. They'll try and split, and he's looking to get immediately back in there, but he's too deep. Or is he? Matu.
Right now, they're just trying to delay push, force any kind of rotation from Nigma to cancel that push coming on the tier 3 towers, and they stopped him.
Coming back in towards the mid lane, Matu. Gotta play careful. Star packed in a gun, gets him out of the pit. An itemization. Defusal straight into the Aghanims. An excellent item on Slark, and particularly so when you're playing against Razor.
He wants to be able to go in and out, so Oracle ulti can be used on a different target. Troll still split pushing on the top lane. I want to see the item on Troll. Did he actually decide to go for that? No. Yeah, he went for the farming item. Yeah.
I mean, you're right. If he did go for sort of the Shadowblade Silver Age, that would have been incredibly all-in from Nisha.
You're playing against Lardard, so yeah, they will have the vision on you. They put down the Sentry Ward, so your assassination build is not going to be that effective. He might still swap back to that after he gets like a beacon.
And we do, continue to see, if this game does slow down in any sort of way, Nisha's farm, it is going to overtake. He may find a perfect setup onto him, though. They've headed over to this half of the map where Nisha has been getting away with quite a lot for quite some time. The link's there onto Nisha. See the wraparound from the Strata, trying to get on top of the support. Matsu's been separated from the squad, pounces down and TP's out. He'll make it away, but Puppy yaps on Nisha. They're still caught in the fight. Takes back, jump forward, Jackson finds the combo. But the first heal's there, Miracle could now turn onto Nisha. False promise from Puppy will save him, but Puppy, he'll lose his life for this. And GH bashes him up. Nisha is able to get the TP out in time.
They only got...
Oh! It wasn't enough heal in the fountain.
A lot of damage before that. I thought he was going to survive.
Yeah, maybe could have invested in a salve and got it going. I felt like it
a salve or fairy fire.
Yeah.
Just to be sure that you're not dying.
Dead in the fountain. Nigma, they'll look to get back on to taking these tier 2 towers with the troll dead and gone for 30 seconds. 20 minutes in, they're ready to go high ground. Here we have it once more. Nigma, they've set up perfectly to push on. And Secret, what have they got ready to defend? Jackson attempts with a jump in, but he instantly gets breached. They try and get him back to safety. A 4-star will split him from Nigma. He'll live for the tier 3 tower. Nearly taken out. Fortification buys it a little bit of time, but Nigma, they're not going anywhere. GH steps in for a cheeky slap onto Zai. As the tier 3's down, Nigma onto the barracks at 21 minutes in. Nisha's back in the game. How can they hold? Send out the axes, Miracle just rage, pops, he stands tall, he's still got that Aegis, so nothing to worry about as Nigma, they claim the first melee racks 21 minutes in. It's all going to plan once again for them in game 4.
They got what they came for. Melee racks is Aegis still up and running for a minute, I believe, and full BKB on Razor. So once again, they don't have an ability that goes through magic immunity. All pieces coming together for Nigma. Mech on Chen, pipe that mitigate any kind of magical damage, so Tiny's combo will not be as efficient. He does not have a clear target in this game.
And with this Aegis, Nigma can just get so much done right. I mean, is there anything you feel that they're scared of, that would stop them from going the high ground again? It feels like Secret, they're just not prepared. They're not ready.
They're not ready yet. They can try to backstab, take out the Chen first, so any kind of healing is used just to keep himself alive. Aegis is gone.
They weren't able to hold mid. Can Secret do anything to put a stop to this speed that Nigma's playing at? Matsu is looking to try and get in the backline. Capsule jumps in, looks to combo down Kuro, and Matsu's on target. But the Ogre off Frost Armor is keeping Kuro tanky. Shadow Dance has been committed up. Gets him finally finishing up Kuro. They've got the support kill. But Nisha, they've got to get him out of the
Where is it?
He pops the ult, so he's been surrounded. They have the time to pick him up, to stun him up, lock him down. Nisha will surely fall as the ult ends. A final rules up into the air, throws him down to his death. As Nigma go up to the high ground. Matthew will be kept alive arrive just in time with the false promise. We'll get back to base, but there's no safety for Zai. Zai's a ball. DH over towards this Oracle. It's crumbling for Secret. It's falling apart. They need something incredible right now. And Yapsor will find the side. They get the catch on Weehaw. What more can they go for? Miracle, he's still not done. He's just diving in straight.
He's out of mana. 21 charges.
Draining the remainder of that mana, but he's caught the pit. Naix is just dead. A triple kill for Miracle. As Nigma, they are going nowhere. They're staying deep inside Secret's base. A vacuum will pull back the three of them, but the damage continuing to be done to Secret.
You can't man fight once you have that corrosive haze on across the fence. That's too much minus armor.
GH is just straight in. Matsu's trying to commit, but the stuns are holding down his advances. Shadow Darts once again being used by Matsu, but it's only in an attempt to escape. The mid lane racks get cleaned up. The bottom racks do still stand. Yapsor, another crossback. They have to get a kill out of this, but GH, he finds the perfect setup there thanks to Yapsor for a 3-man crush. Miracle immediately forces Yapsor to get out. Zai has to use the surge to save him.
They're still kiting. But if they lose 1/2 heroes here, they have no buybacks, and Miracle just decided to hit the rack. The arm pops the rage.
And they're taking it. They're taking this melee rack. There is no stopping them right now. Or maybe they're in. The melee racks are still there. They're going to try and get Secret go forward. But the BKB's up on Weehaw. Forward he goes. Straight away. Looking at Matsu now with the life stealer inside. And they do want to reset. Nigma, they're going to respect Secret. They won't overcommit for the melee racks. They do not want to make any sort of mistake.
A lot of illusions from that wall, but they're going to go back in full HP. Also, they have Underlord to bail them if something goes wrong. Underlord itemizing to mitigate any kind of physical damage right now. Vanguard getting that Crimson Guard after that. He's way too tanky to kill, so he stands in front of their face, using a bit of malice.
Up he goes once more.
That disarm.
Disarms very hard, but Mosley's ready to play around, but much harder for Secret as they're too far behind. It seems 12k down right now, 25 minutes.
That's what they want to do. Go in, try to force any kind of item, any kind of ability. Puppy was forced to use ulti on himself, and that's what Nigma wanted.
We go again, Secret. They're trying to get in, but they're immediately forced back. This melee rack finally goes down. They have the full 5-man alive, pretty much the entirety of their ults available, but they still cannot do anything to stop Nigma coming in and taking these barracks from underneath their noses.
It was like a plan for Nigma. Always seems so easy. We're gonna have a Miracle free farm, get that Deso pretty much, even though Weehaw has a lot of farm in this game and has done a ton of work. We get that first Roche, build up the advantage until there's a second Roche up. Now they have the lane presence from these mega creeps. So lanes are gonna be pushed in, which allows them to take the second Roche much easier.
And just everything, these auras, the frost armor, the Kuro's constantly giving out to his teammates from the Ogre. Makes it so hard for Secret to really get any sort of fight in. They're going to try for the wraparound, catch them on the back lines, and they can't. There's the vacuum wall combination down on the fight control first. The team has simply just still too tanky. You get these hot by Weehaw. He gets some of the static link on to Nisha. Miracle just forces Zai away, but Zai's stuck at the trees. He'll turn over towards Puppy, makes there's no safety to offer. They've lost Nisha, they've lost Yapsor. It's a double kill for Miracle. They're going to tap out right now. GG is called, and Lacoste, we are getting that game 5.
And that's what we wanted. We wanted to see these two teams play at the highest level, and Nigma, they stepped up. They might look like they have one strat, but if it's working, don't change it.
No,
in the previous game, they forced Lifestealer to try lane against him, so he did not get that much farm. In this game, he was having the freest game of his life, you know?
Yeah, and you cannot understate what they're doing. This is something that people have said, oh sure, you know, Nigma, they're able to play to these timings against some of the teams that they feel are not quite as challenging, but here in the grand finals, to do it against Team Secret now 2 games in a row, that's incredible.
Yeah, I think Kuro said play more like Zai, and this is what Mind Control did. It did. He fed a couple of kills early on, but then he carried them with some nice, really nice bit of malices and the item build. Like, you get that pipe, it's pretty much the item that you want to go for, and building the Crimson Guard after that, they had no damage. His aura was way too effective against these 2 heavy physical damage cores.
And this is, you know, it's kind of a... try and get a kill before return.
Huge wave approaching on the bottom lane,
Zai.
but you can't really leave.
He stepped a little too close. Initial punches there. That's all that's needed to take out Zyle. He'll be used up. Surge does not save him at this point of the game. They're a man down. And that
Punch back off. Yeah, there's no way they fight here. No Oracle ulti, no Dark Shield also to farm that bottom lane. A lot of XP and gold.
Everything continuing to go to plan for Nigma. This style of play that they've been very successful with. People wondered if it would be enough to cut it against Team Secret, and they're showing us here for effectively the third time. Sure, they didn't win game one, but this early game that they play seems very strong against the style that Secret tries to bring.
Oh,